Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a late season Saturday night in Dallas. The Lions, the Cowboys underway here in Week 17. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Buffalo 18.
Hooker. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Hooker's going to throw it. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Third down is a key down in any game you play. Third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start the drive with Vaughn. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the Cowboys' 49-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced plays for the 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. On this one, Head may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Off play action. Here's Hooker. He's got right on the short throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll go with a ground attack here. On this one, Head may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots.
Now a hit and a loose football. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
Option play, here's Pollard. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. You talk about this Lions defense. They played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll pitch this out to Pollard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Cowboys at 6 and 9 to start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That is caught. The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a 1-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, Pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Dak going to keep it on the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Lions' 28-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And down inside the 15 he goes. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. To throw is Prescott. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception. There he goes left side. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are once again back in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in, and it's hard to defend.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
On second down, it's Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A second down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. That throw. Middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now a bootleg with Hooker. Out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he?
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Another run for Gibbs here. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 3rd and 5. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. Now back with the Lions. Here's Riley Patterson on for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Patterson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Swinging this out for Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Vaughn, they'll try the left side. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give to Vaughn on the read option. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spot it at the 49. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On the option, here's Vaughn. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Prescott from the gun. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Prescott now. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Check match.
Williams, a man in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And it's It's taken in at the 9. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
An old-school coach it.
And got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Well, he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. The quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Again, it'll be Vaughn. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Deuce Vaughn with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
On the give, here's Gibbs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Hooker now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. The About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, Prescott again. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Prescott off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are right back in this football game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall,
looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You recognize that in his defense.
In his defense.
You see what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Detroit.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. That's complete to Laporta. And he'll be stopped up as he could only muster a yard. So 4th down coming up on the other side as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Patterson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right. For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Vaughn on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. That's complete to Lamb. And he'll get a fair amount of yardage back, but now it's 4th down. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that